Hi guys! Hello grade 8 learners! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So sa video na to, ang pag-aaralan naman natin ay on how to simplify rational algebraic expressions. Okay, so basically, bago nyo panoorin yung simplifying rational algebraic expression, dapat master nyo na or natutunan nyo na ng maigi kung paano nga ba mag-factor ng polynomial or mag-factor ng mga polynomial expressions. Okay, let's proceed. So, simplifying rational algebraic expressions, part 1 lang to ng ating lesson. Okay, so meron tayong steps to follow or procedure in simplifying rational algebraic expression. So, una, ang sabi doon, we have to factor the numerator and denominator. So, dapat malino na sa inyo kung paano ba mag-factor or dapat naintindihan nyo na ng maigi ang factoring polynomials. Again, we have to factor the numerator and denominator kaugnay ng number 2. Ayan. So, ang inaano ko dito, magkaugnay silang dalawa, si 1 and si 2. Okay. Si 2 naman, we have to write a product of two rational expressions. One factor containing the GCF of the numerator and denominator, and the other containing the remaining factors. So basically, isusulat natin yung product ng numerator and denominator, yung factor nung una, yung numerator at denominator, dapat meron silang in common, si numerator and denominator. So mamaya maintindihan nyo pa ng maigi kung paano ba natin yun ine-evaluate. Pangatlo, we are going to rewrite the factor containing the GCF as 1 or yung common factor as 1. Next, we are going to multiply the remaining factors by 1. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started in solving para hindi na masyadong nakakalito yung ating procedures. Okay, unang example natin ay we are going to simplify 40 over 60. Okay, yung rational expression natin. So, yung unang step daw natin, we are going to factor 40 and 60. And then, isusulat natin yung product ng factor, yung product of two rational expressions, one factor containing the GCF of the numerator and denominator. Pag sinabi natin GCF, this is the greatest common factor. Okay. So basically, kung makikita nyo, si 40 and 60, they are both divisible by 10, by 20. Okay. So basically, since they are both divisible by 20, ang greatest common factor nila ay 20. So we are going to write 20. What is 20 divided by, 40 divided by 20? We have 2. So 20 times 2. Ayan. And then si 60 naman, may factor din siya na 20. 60 divided by 20 is 3. Okay. And then, we are going to write them as 1. So, 20 over 20 times 2/3. Okay, pinaghiwalay lang natin. And then, i-rewrite natin yung factor containing the GCF as 1. So, yung GCF natin ay 20. So, 20 over 20, isusulat natin siya as 1 times 2/3. And then, imumultiply natin yung remaining factors by 1. So, 1 times 2/3 is 2/3. So, ganun tayo mag-simplify. Okay, another example. Let's say, for example, we have 45a squared b over 30ab. Okay, so sulat muna natin yung factor nito. So, alam natin si 45 and 30, ang greatest common factor nila ay 15. So, basically, ilalagay ko dito ay 15. Ano pa? Ang factor ni a squared ay a times a. Okay? Times b. Kasi a squared means a times a, tapos times b. Next, si 30 naman, ay sorry, may hindi ako nalagay. It's 15 times 3. Erase ko lang. Okay? So, it's 15 times 3. Ayan, 15 times 3 times A times A times B. Si 30AB naman ay 15 times 2. Okay, because 15 times 2 is 30 times A times B. So the next step is we are going to write a product of rational expressions. Yung una, containing the GCF of the numerator and denominator. Yung pangalawa naman, yung remaining factors. So yung GCF natin, hanapin natin lahat ng magkakamuka. So 15, ano pa? A, ano pa? B. Okay, so we are going to write 15 AB over 15 AB times yung natira natin. So we have 3 and then A. So 3A over yung natira ulit natin ay 2 naman. Okay. And then we are going to write this as 1. So 1 times 3A over 2. And then, imumultiply natin si 3A over 2 by 1. So, it will give us 3A over 2. Okay, that's it. Next, please try to answer this in your using your pen and paper. Tapos, pause the video for a while and then continue watching this para malaman nyo kung paano ba siya i-solve. Okay. So let's get started. Okay. So this time, para mabawasan naman yung steps natin or procedures in simplifying rational algebraic expression, ituturo ko naman sa inyo yung tinatawag nating cancellation. Ayan. So, paano ba yung method natin ng cancellation? Okay, madali lang yan. First thing that we need to do is to factor out the numerator and denominator. Okay, as you can see, sa first given natin, we have a squared plus 2a over 2a plus 4. Napansin ninyo na sa numerator, ang common factor niya ay, ang greatest common factor niya ay a. So, pwede nating ilabas si a. A squared divided by A is A. 2A divided by A is positive 2. Over, ayan. Sa denominator naman, ang greatest common factor niya ay 2. So, lalabas natin si 2. 2A divided by 2 is A. And then 4 divided by 2 is positive 2. Okay, ito yung tinatawag kong cancellation. Lahat ng makikita nyo na magkamuka, quantity, or whatever, ika-cancel nyo. So, since nakita nyo na si numerator and denominator both have a plus 2, so cancel lang natin si a plus 2, si a plus 2. Ang matitira na lang ay si a over 2. So, that will be our final answer, a over 2. Next, we have 9a plus 15 over 3a squared plus 8a plus 5. Okay, the first thing that we need to do is to factor out our numerator and denominator. Okay, so si 9a plus 15, ang greatest common factor nila ay, 3. So, ilalabas natin si 3. 9a divided by 3, 9 divided by 3 is 3, and then put a. 15 divided by 3 is 5. Over, ano ang factor ni 3a squared plus 8a plus 5? So, it is general trinomial in a form of ax squared plus bx plus c. So, sabi natin doon, kapag ganyan, 3a squared plus 8a plus 5, ano ang gagawin natin? We are going to think yung factor ni 3 at yung factor ni 5 na kapag pinag-multiply at pinag-add natin, ang magiging sagot niya ay 8. So, ano ang factor ni 3? We only have 1 and then 3. Ano ang factor ni 5? We only have 1 and then 5. And then, iisip tayo ngayon na pag pinag-multiply natin, ang sagot ay 8. Okay. So, 1 times 1. Try natin muna to. 1 times 1 is 1. Plus 3 times 5 is 15. 1 plus 15 is 16. So, basically, hindi siya 8. So, cancel out. Another 1. 1 times 5. 1 times 5 is 5. 3 times 1 is 3. 5 plus 3 is 8. So, basically, alam na natin ngayon, ang gagamitin natin ay 5 and 3. Okay, 5 and 3. Ang pagpapartnerin natin rather ay si 1, tapos si 5, tapos si 3, tapos si 1. Okay, that's it. So, gawa tayo ngayon dito ng dalawang quantity. Ilagay natin sa una yung ating 3a. Ito yon yung may a. 3a, tapos yung 1 naman niya ay dito. Ang kapartner ni 3 ay 1. So, basically, plus 1. Ay, sorry. Ang kapartner ni 3 ay si 1. So, dito natin ilalagay ngayon si 1. Next, ang kapartner naman ni A ay si 5. So, dito natin ilalagay si 5. So, yun yung factored form niya. Okay, next. Cancel natin lahat ng magbuka. 3a plus 5, 3a plus 5. So, ang natira natin ay 3 over a plus 1. Again, dapat master ninyo na yung factoring polynomials bago kayo mag-proceed dito. So, ilalagay ko yung link ng factoring polynomials natin sa description box para mapag-aralan nyo siya ulit. Okay, next we have a times the quantity a plus 4 minus 4 times the quantity a minus 1 divided by or all over a squared plus 4. So basically, si denominator wala naman siyang common factor na pwede natin pa siyang i-factor, so hindi na natin siya gagalawin. Si numerator naman ay pwede nating i-expand or i-distribute. So una ay a times a plus 4. So a times a is a squared. A times 4 is 4a. Ito naman. Negative 4 times a is negative 4a. And then negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4. Divided by a squared plus 4. So as you notice, si 4a minus 4a is simply equal to 0. So pwede na natin siyang i-cancel. So we have a squared plus 4 over a squared plus 4. And then, since magkamukha na si numerator and denominator, cancel that out, it will give us the final answer, which is 1. Ayan. So, I hope you learned something on our video. Meron ako ditong short activity. Please try to answer this problem. And this will be our topic for our next video. That's all for today. Thanks for